Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I am Mage 1011, and today we are doing some Shadowbringers role quests. Last time we left off, we had gotten partway through the 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 magic DPS role quest. Though I need to update something. Status info. We're gonna put that here because otherwise I can't see it. Because I updated my hotbars to be cross hotbars. There we go. Anywho, without further ado, let's talk to Tanner and then pick up the quest. You and Churig have shown me no end of kindness. I will do all in my power to recover my memories and return the favor in whatever way I can. Let me make sure that audio is being picked up. Yes, it is. Okay, as far as I can tell. Okay, without further ado, let's talk to Churig. Also, let's summon my carbuncle. Nilbert's Lament. Churig has good tidings he would share with you. Good news, friend. Tanner here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? As time goes by, memories from my earlier days return to me in piece by piece. Nilebert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to another world from which they can summon forth beasts of greater power. Nilebert and I were chosen to participate in the research. Summoning great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, wolf mage? Is that even possible? Perhaps he speaks of void scent. Void scent. Never heard of them, but I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet, I don't understand. Why ever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the plane most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires tremendous stores of innate ethereal power. And so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. And so you were born, and Nilebert. Indeed, from even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. We practiced these spells day after day, not night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist. I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. I I remained trapped, alone, adrift in the empty void, until Mage called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you still have the not aged even a whit? I can't say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it is true that the rift exists outside our concept of time, then it is all too possible that even a second spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, even decades in our world. So you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century has passed for the rest of us. But why didn't Nilebert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching it as far into the rift as we did requires all of our energies to be focused in unison. In losing you, not only did Nilebert lose his friend, he lost his only chance of saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share with you to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantation needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my power, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows Feronius enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Oh, now that's music to my ears. But let's not be hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Feronius in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tanner can test his magics safe from harm. One moment, I need to message someone. Okay. No, I didn't forget to put mounts on. So we're heading over here. Okay, we're gonna talk to Charik first. Ever wonder what the world would look like in those days before the flood? I suppose we could ask the boy. And we will be set to level 76. Actions and traits. This means we will lose all actions before that time. Okay, so we will lose Ifrit 2. We will lose Titan 2 and Garuda 2. We'll lose Necro size. And for unbindable skills, we will lose these. All of these, even Phoenix. And we will have to use Topaz Right, Emerald Right, and Ruby Right instead of Catastrophes. Okay. Let's get started. Duty calls. Commence battle for Nilebird Cement. Yes. So this is the first time I'm playing on controller in a long while for this class. Let's see how it goes. Wicked White, you did it, lad. Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I will need further training before I can face. Feronius, where the hells did the bastard come from? Damn it all, I'm too close. I can feel it pulling me in. No, Nilebert. These are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. Oh, the echo time. Limit. This isn't good. The cave-in completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no rescue recourse but to press on without our companions. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead? Spare me your japes. You have no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. But I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Renda Ray were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. No. Silva, let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lament, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? Oh, hi, Awesomer. How you doing? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted in the same on the same day the terrors began. Its very presence shakes the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Then I suppose we best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey, where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think you're clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty? Why indeed. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so I have a proposal. Let's say we band together until our battle here is at won. The tremors grow stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let's vanquish the enemy with our combined strength. Quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle is won, then. After that, I go on my way. Oh, we're playing as Nilebird now. Let's see. We have Falling Star, Ronkin Thunder 3, Ronkin Blizzard 3, and Ronkin Fire 3, and Ronkin Flare. Oh, we can now sort the hotbar! That's so good! They finally made it so we can actually sort the hotbar. Okay, I'm gonna... I want Fire... Blizzard here. Fire here. And LB to be over here. There we go. Save. Okay. Let's go. It would seem we're not the only ones stuck here in here. I have a bad feeling about this. We have ads in a few seconds. Sadly, I cannot pause this for the ads. There we go. What's this? It leads deeper within. We really should have asked for a map. Not that it would have been much use after all the cave-ins. Truden. Well, aren't you a big boy? Okay. Okay. Still think you could have managed on your own, Mage? Perhaps it would have been more of a struggle than I expected. That's him. He's the one who drank of the mind's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out to pressure. Corva, now Bart with me. My magics are yours for now. I will take the front. The battle is on. Sorry, I had to read the dialogue before it all went away. It summons others of its ilk. We should dispatch the small fry before and quickly. Time for Falling Star. Oh, that's a neat LB. Time for a dot. Oh, my battery's low on my laptop. I didn't plug it in properly. Holy crap. There we go. If that had gone off, I would have been able to watch chat. Oh. Something's... Okay. Falling Star. Damn it. At least he still took damage even though he... Falling Star. %, and he's dead. I missed some dialogue, but oh well. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. The tremors continue, but why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its aether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that caused the quakes. Ah yes, the crystal curse. The crystal curse with courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature, drawn here by the stone, I was, as was I. And you had no interest. You had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it? This precious relic that could afford me the power I needed to save my friend. You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine. If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who lived at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Tanner, my friend. Damn it. Damn it all. The tremors have stopped. Tanner, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as it takes as I walk the earth, I shall never give up hope. The stone was yours to do with as you please, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us. Let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So what do you say? So what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate soul we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we just might stumble upon a way to rescue Tanner. I would like that very much. Tanner, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words, for as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today, I find myself in the company of new companions, and for now, I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Wolf Major, you alright? Worry not. Pharonius is long gone. I launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tanner's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mordsuk and find the bastard. And before the bastard changes his heart, has a change of heart, and comes back for us. Okay, we are going to switch to this hotbar and head back to Mordsuk. So I didn't get to test the combat of my new setup for Summoner, but we got to get a bit of lore. Oh well. Talk to Tanner. Could it be that Albert came back for me? You really gave us a scare back there. Clutching your head in pain with a deadly sinner in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Might take me. So that's how Nilebert and Ardbert met up. Just goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now let's see if I have this straight. Nilebert made it his life's mission to save Tanner here, knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice. He went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mine that day, he found it. Yet in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place, why he still summons the hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it, even now that he's become a Sin Eater, bereft of memory and reason, and any sense of his own actions. The ghostly shell of what he was once Nilebert still haunts this wasteland, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of Sin Eaters and Warriors of Light, it's all so new to me. Even as the pieces come together, I could not truly believe that Nilebert and this Pharonius were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing there in the waste, in that instant, I knew without question, this was my friend. A friend who had been searching for me for all these years. At least I know what I must do. I must stop Veronius, that my dear friend may finally rest in peace. Together we can do this. Thank you, my friends. In the battle, I was able to push Veronius' hollow away from Charag, if only for a short distance. With more training, I am certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I have no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, but still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say Feronius. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summons the Sinator to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared to fight for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies, and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Wolfmage and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Nilebert's Lament. I was just talking to Charag when I had a thought. If Nilebert's regrets are truly live on in Feronius, might I be able to reach him somehow, to convince him to leave us in peace? The words had barely left my mouth when he shot me a glare that pierced me like a dagger. Expect reason and mercy from a Senator, and it will be the death of you, he said. Though it may have the form of a man, its mind is that of a beast that lives only to feed on our flesh. It would seem I was a bit idealistic. Clearly, I still have much to learn about this world. Oop, we want to talk to him. I'm going to change my settings a bit. Controls. Targeting. Filters. All enemies. I'm going to remove duty NPCs temporarily because we want to target the enemies for this. Tanner's training day. Charag is concerned about Tanner's training. That look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since last we met. You'll be pleased to hear that Tanner has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into the pocket of time and space, and admirably, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Feronius is my first, I fear concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wild, that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Ffxiv, were we to encounter Feronius before we were fully prepared, the result would be disastrous. And so I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Excellent. Then let's us make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the lost shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. Fun fact, if you do the dungeon... Where is it? Hero's Gauntlet. Before having done this quest, you will not see Tanner. Tanner will appear if you have done this quest in the dungeon. It's a neat little side thing that is actually really neat. I said neat twice. Neat. But yeah. Let me open the map. Okay. Oops. Still getting a little used to the controls for controller. Hold on, I'm checking something. Here. There he is. Okay, so we are going to mount up, but before we do the quest itself, I'm going to test out the hotbars on something that will not be consequential to the quest. This'll do. Yeah, I think that will work. I have my AoE version of the hotbars over here, and my single target over here, as well as Luxolars for when I get that, and Resurrection there. Yeah, this'll do. Okay, back to the mount. and we head over to the quest. Looks like we might be heading to that cave. Talk to Tanner? This outfit was a gift from Charg. Do you think it suits me? Ah, there he is now. There he is. Now, shall we get down to it? Something the matter? How do you like my clothes, Wolf Mage? Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Chareg. Isn't he the best? It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every opportunity, possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough chit-chat. We have work to do. Wolf Mage, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boys. So precisely how to you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own. Now can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Tanner, watch carefully and let Wolf Mage show you how it's done. Okay, so where do we go? We go over here. Ah. I'm probably going to one-shot it, but... Okay, so two-shot it. Let's talk to Shari. Nice work, friend. If you have any further advice for the boy, pray share it with him. That was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells. The way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Everything. But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Casting your spells is in proper sequence is key. Ah, but of course, thank you, Wolf Mage. I will endeavor to put everything I've learned from you to practice. Well, here goes nothing. Where do I... That's not... Curses. Stay still so I can hit you already. Stay now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. Right, focus. You're a fancy one, aren't you? That's smart. I've seen enough of this. Forgive me, friend. I was beginning to fear for the boy's dignity if not his life. And we turn in the quest. Oh dear, that did not go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get it down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it out there at the end. I thought it would be simple enough to task to follow Wolf Mage's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned to practice. Indeed, it's not the strength of your magic that's the issue. Simply you must learn to compose yourself. What do you think, Wolf Mage? Are there any words of wisdom you might offer me? You simply need more practice. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, I'll try once more. This time will go better, I promise you. Yes, the boys will be fine. I must stay my hand. I have to wonder if he was just bonking him with his staff. I did it. The battle is won. With the sound effects, I have to wonder if he was just bonking him with this staff. Now that's how you all about Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Wolf Mage here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Now are you ready? With the sound effects, it's like they're intending you to think that he was just bonking him. The boy fights with awareness and composure. I believe he's earned himself respite, and some more worthy opponents next time around. That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet thanks to you and Charag, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let us return to Mordzook and plot our next course of action. I must say, that training session was most exhilarating. There's nothing quite like the feeling of vanquishing fearsome foes, gaining confidence with every stirring victory. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Wolf Mage. Hells, I dare say old Charag could learn a thing or two from you two. Taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the first face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it is just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Feronius. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I have learned today while it's still fresh in my memory. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he was before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Feronius and bring his friend to a measure of salvation. There's no telling of what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tanner's sake, and for the sake of those who call Almering home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. No, I did not mean to teleport. A tearful reunion. Charik worries for Tanner, who has been acting strangely of late. Well, look who's back, and looking more imposing than ever, might I add. You'll be pleased to know that Tanner commands his magic as advanced... You'll be pleased to know that Tanner's command of magic has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Feronius. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you can succeed to reach out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, would you? Oh, hello there, Wolf Mage. Is there something I can do for you? Charik was worried about me, you say. That's kind of him. I assure you I'm completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me, and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magics have both returned. I'm finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it's all because of you. And yet, there's a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Feronius, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. I fear if I were to lose my focus in battle, you or Charik suffer the same fate as Nilebert. The only three friends I have known in this world. If I lose you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. If you falter, we'll be there for you. You are right. I mustn't forget that I have two strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nilebert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must pray you and Charag for I must repay you and Charag for all you have given me. Not only did the two of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, will you leave this place? You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will hold nothing back and I will not hold you back or stand in your way. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to all three of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tanner. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Charlie that I'm ready. I asked Charlie what he intends to do after the battle, but he just scowled and told me to focus on the task at hand. Do you think he's feeling sad about splitting up too? Or don't tell him I said this, of course. You're finally back, I see. I was starting to worry. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Ferocious? I am. Let us put an end to this nightmare, and set Nilebert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright. The plan is to lure Ferocious using the same method as last time. We will venture into the central hills of Amber, a safe distance from any city, and Tanner will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Ferocious into a wide open space, where we will have complete freedom of movement. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you're ready, then let us away at once. I'm afraid I might need healing during this, so we are going to switch classes to one that can heal as well as damage. So we are going to mount up. I can't be more proud of how much Tanner has grown since we first met him. Why, he's like a son, the son I never... Enough chit-chat. We have a battle to fight. I am ready. Let us begin. Duty calls. Commence the battle. A for a tearful reunion. Okay, so we will be set to level 80, and our actions will be limited. We're currently level 90, so we will lose. We will lose Jolt 3, Magic Barrier, and Ver Arrow 3, and Ver Thunder 3. We will also lose Resolution. Everything else we will have. Over there, it's him. Yes, I knew you'd come. You would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Give it up now, Bert. My spells are more than a match for yours, for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me, Nilebert? Your long nightmare and our shall end this day. Okay, it's time to battle. Whoops. Okay. Leave the hollows to me. Concentrate on attacking our foe. You heard the boy. It's time to show this bastard what we've got. Be wary, friends. He means to summon more a hollow. Keep a wide berth, friends, lest you get drawn into the void. I've done it. The hollows are sealed. Good boy. Good work, boy. Now stand back and save your strength. Our foe's got more tricks up his sleeve, no doubt. Leave it to me. Okay, time for the longbow. Forgive my strength. My strength is waning. Looks like we are on our own until Tanner's strength returns. Stay clear of the hollows. Good gods. But would you look at this one? Wait. Perhaps we could use this hollow to our advantage. Let your magic fly. Knew I would need to heal. I'm fine. Leave the hollows to me. Even if the empty shells of his body can work these magics, I shudder to think the power Malbert commanded when he was still alive. I'm trying to read at the same... I'm sorry, my friends. I can summon no more strength. The boy has given us all he can. It falls to us to end this fight. Okay, time to... Need to pull that into the hollow. Pull that into the hollow. Okay, time to magnification and... Duty complete. Again, does this mean does he mean to cut off our escape? The Senator's strength wanes. We mustn't let up our attack. Yes, my friend. Soon you will be at peace. And with this, we can get colored mage outfits for Shadowbringers. Forgive me, Tanner. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my chance may my choice that fateful day forever haunts me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its power to rescue you, as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sank into the depths of despair, and I sunk into the depths of despair, and felt myself with a wretch. Felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by way of right do I pity myself. For by what right do I pity myself, when it was I who consigned you to a far more cruel and tragic fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I know is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you shall suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in the cold dark of void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Nilebert. I'm right here. And yet, even if you despise me with every fiber of your being, even still, I would give anything to see you one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it, for just the chance to say I'm sorry. Stop it, Nilebert. Please stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind and heart and your humanity ripped from you, still, for all these years, you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Do you see, old friend? It was Wolf Mage here who brought me back to this world. And it was you who guided him to me. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You needn't worry about me any longer. So please, rest peacefully. That actually made me cry. Call me crazy, but damned if the boy's words didn't actually get through to him. It's over, at last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nilebert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal. that my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never will never reach Nilebert, I simply saying them should give me a measure of peace. I have no regrets this day. But we should get back to town before any more Sin Eaters take notice of us, yes? I'll say, after that battle, I could use a rest, and I reckon Wolf Mage here could as well. Shall we head back to Marzook? And we are going to mount up. And we are heading the wrong way, so I need to turn right around. God dang it. But yeah, that cutscene made me cry. I am getting the feels. We did what we had to do. I have no regrets. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, I'm happy to report that the tale of our triumph are already spreading across the town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nilebert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day I thank the gods for having brought us together. The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. So tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Wolf Mage have trained me well, and I'm quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intent, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Wolf Mage here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but what say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Tanner here? I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. But of course, I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. My friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brother in arms. Thank you, Charik. Thank you, Wolfmage. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. there's this bouncer handy I know, who can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Trag. You could possibly mean. Of course I'm saying it. So, what'll it be? Yes, 1,000 times yes. Why, nothing would make me happier. I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'll be a good place to say our proper farewells. No, that's not the right button. Amarang, Lakeland, Crystarium. There we go. Want to use a ticket. Once we are done with this quest, I'm going to switch to a BRB screen for like 2 minutes to cut the video. Then we will go to the next role quest. There we go. Descendants? The path ahead will not be an easy one, but there's one thing I know. Where I once feared the future, now I welcome it. Wolf Mage, glad you could join us. Tanner and I have just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen to start his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience, so I intend to do what I can to show him the world and keep him safe. So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magic, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly dusty foe, I hope you'd not be averse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. Speaker of the Wise, achievement unlocked. Now, we have 2 or 3 more role quest lines. Let's see, this one is for healers, while this one over here is for tanks. So those are the only 2 we have left in Shadowbringers. So we're gonna put it on BRB for a couple minutes so I can cut the video, but we'll be right back. So BRB.